Welcome back to Top 5.
In the bustling city of Monstropolis, where laughter and screams fueled the power of 1,000 energy plants, an unusual rift had formed between two worlds. John Worthington, the suave and cunning CEO of Monsters Incorporated, had always thrived in the shadows, manipulating the world of monsters for his gain. But the arrival of John Hartigan, a gritty cop from a different realm, had disrupted the delicate balance of power. Hartigan, drawn into the monster world through a mysterious portal, was on a mission to expose Worthington's corruption and save the innocent from his clutches. The city was alive with vibrant colors, but beneath the surface, a darkness simmered. As Hartigan navigated the labyrinthine streets, he caught snippets of whispers about Worthington's nefarious plans that could spell disaster for both monsters and humans. Their paths finally crossed in the grand, dimly lit office of Monsters Incorporated. Worthington leaned back in his plush chair, his sharp features illuminated by the glow of the city outside. Ah, the legendary John Hartigan. What brings a human cop to my humble abode? He smirked, his voice dripping with condescension. Hartigan stepped forward, his jaw clenched, determination radiating off him. I'm here to shut you down, Worthington. Your reign of terror ends tonight. Is that so? Worthington chuckled, rising to his feet, his monstrous form towering over Hartigan. You think you can just waltz in here and take me down? You're out of your depth, human. With a swift movement, Hartigan pulled out his revolver, aiming it at Worthington's heart. I don't need to be a monster to see the real threat you pose. Surrender now, or I'll put an end to your schemes myself. The atmosphere crackled with tension. Worthington's eyes glinted with malice as he bared his sharp teeth. I admire your bravery, Hartigan. But you should know, I've dealt with far worse than you. In a flash, Worthington lunged, his claws outstretched. Hartigan fired, the bullet whizzing past Worthington's shoulder as he dodged with unnatural agility. The mercurial monster was quick, but Hartigan was relentless. The two engaged in a fierce battle, Hartigan's experience and training pitted against Worthington's cunning and monstrous strength. They crashed through the office, sending furniture flying. Hartigan ducked under a swinging arm, countering with a brutal punch to Worthington's gut. The monster staggered but quickly retaliated, swiping with his claws, narrowly missing Hartigan's face. You're strong for a human, Worthington snarled, his voice low and menacing. But strength alone won't save you. Hartigan gritted his teeth, sweat trickling down his brow. Maybe not, but I've got something you don't, justice on my side. With a surge of adrenaline, Hartigan launched himself at Worthington, tackling him to the ground. They grappled fiercely, each trying to gain the upper hand. Worthington's claws grazed Hartigan's arm, drawing blood, but Hartigan fought through the pain, his resolve hardening. Monsters like you don't belong in this world, Hartigan hissed, pushing Worthington back. You prey on fear and weakness. It ends tonight. With a growl, Worthington kicked Hartigan off him, sending the cop sprawling across the floor. The monster stood, breathing heavily, his eyes gleaming with fury. You think you can defeat me? I am the king of this city. Hartigan scrambled to his feet, his heart pounding. Not if I can help it. The two charged at each other, a whirlwind of fists and claws, each blow echoing through the office. Worthington's monstrous form was powerful, but Hartigan's tenacity kept him in the fight. They exchanged blows, neither willing to back down. As the battle raged on, Hartigan noticed a glimmer of something metallic on Worthington's desk, a shard of glass from a shattered photo frame. In a moment of desperation, Hartigan dove for it, grasping the shard tightly as he turned back to face Worthington. Time to finish this! Hartigan yelled, lunging forward. With a swift motion, he drove the glass shard into Worthington's side, aiming for the heart. The monster let out a chilling roar, the sound reverberating through the building. Worthington staggered back, shock and disbelief painted across his features. You can't, he gasped, collapsing to the ground. Hartigan stood over him, breathing heavily, the weight of victory heavy in his chest. "You underestimated the power of justice, Worthington. This city deserves better than your tyranny." As the life drained from Worthington's eyes, Hartigan felt a mix of triumph and sorrow. The battle was over, but the scars it left would remain. He had fought not just for himself, but for all those oppressed by Worthington's reign. With a final glance at the fallen monster, Hartigan turned and stepped into the light of the city, ready to face whatever came next. Monstropolis would be safer, and though the fight had been brutal, he knew that true strength lay in the heart of those who stand up for what is right.